And good Thursday morning to you, Southwest Louisiana. A quick weather update for you as we continue to track sort of the lull between our two systems that are bringing rain to Southwest Louisiana today. First off, it's about 8 o'clock when we recorded this update, and you're noticing here not a whole lot going on across our area now from earlier storms. It is producing some flash flood warnings off into the Baton Rouge area, so if you're traveling over eastern part of the state this morning, that's where that heavy rain threat will continue. In fact, putting this into motion, you can see how slow these are moving toward the northeast, and along that leading edge there we've had some severe weather at times earlier this morning over into St. Landry Parish reported, but nothing too widespread. And of course, back here at home, the story, at least in the short term, will be a little bit of a lull in that rainfall, but more is building back over southeast Texas. In fact, raining back over near Houston, and all that's getting closer to the Beaumont area. There's our complex of storms that will be back on the increase later this morning, all associated with that slow-moving cold front that's right now just stalled right over southwest Louisiana. So how is model forecasting taking this out in time, showing the storms? Well, right now it is keeping that heavy rain threat just east of us through mid-morning, but by mid to late morning, there's that second batch of rain that will get developing and moving through our area. So we're keeping the threat of rain chances still at 100% because we're getting a little break now, but there will be more back in the forecast. And so for your lunch hour, if you're making plans to be out, maybe going out to meet someone for lunch, that's when the rain threat will be picking back up. Severe weather, not as concerned at this point, especially since we've had temperatures get knocked down quite a bit this morning into the 60s, and we're not seeing much of a warm-up today, so that instability factor sort of lacking in the atmosphere. And if we see heavy rain, or if we see severe weather, rather that highest threat looks like it will stay off toward our east. What we'll have to watch for, though, are some embedded heavier downpours, which could cause a little bit of ponding of water there on the roadways. But the good news is by this afternoon, all that pulls out by your 5 o'clock drive home, so we should be seeing improvement there. Rainfall amounts generally around an inch, maybe a couple inches today. Heavier totals off toward the east for your Friday. Hour by hour rain chances, like we said, they are going back up today, so be prepared for that. If you're heading out later this morning for some outdoor activities, the chances of rain will be going back up, especially toward late morning and the lunch hour, and then tapering back off through the afternoon. The theme of our weather story, though, is the active pattern is ahead, and it continues on into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's break it down for you because we do get a little bit of a break, I will say, by later this afternoon and evening. Most of the day Friday, enjoy it. It's going to be a dry one. But it's toward Friday evening that we'll have to watch for storms to return. In fact, here's Futurecast, which shows that next complex of storms, and it even tries to show a few strong storms. This is what we call a shortwave trough moving through our area. It's basically just a spin in the mid-levels of the atmosphere that generates thunderstorms, and that's what's going to be pulling over southwest Louisiana tomorrow evening. It could result in more storms for Friday evening, so if you got plans tomorrow, just be aware of that. I know it will be around the time when a lot of people are out and about in the evening hours. They're enjoying the dinner and night out on the town. So that's Friday evening. Saturday, later on, it looks like it will clear out. And into Saturday, most of the day will carry lower rain chances. It's going to be a slow-moving front that will arrive late Saturday night going into Sunday that will provide us with that next threat of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Although I will say, I think this threat of severe weather does miss southwest Louisiana to the north and east. Notice that big area of low pressure that's going to be forming here. Strengthening area of low pressure will result in very windy conditions across our area on Sunday as it moves through. Here's it advanced in time. It could carry that rain threat late Saturday night going into early Sunday there for southwest Louisiana, but the severe threat really picks up to our north and east as we go through the day on Sunday and then carrying on into Alabama and Georgia. But the big story for us will be the winds that we will see on Sunday, really gusting probably 30-35 miles an hour through the day on Sunday, so just prepare for that. So as far as your rain chances overall, we'll go with 100% today. Again, that second batch of rain moving in later this morning, carrying into parts of the early afternoon, then tapering off for your drive home. Tomorrow, that chance at 60% comes in the evening, so do keep that in mind as you're out and about on Friday. That's going to be a second threat of storms tomorrow night. And then Saturday, more so scattered, especially toward the afternoon and evening on Saturday. Sunday, cloudy, breezy, maybe a leftover shower early in the morning. And we finally bring some sunshine back in the forecast as we go into next week. A good reminder to download that KPLC weather app. We're posting these updates to our weather app regularly throughout the day, so follow us there for continuous updates on the weather, especially over the next couple of days.